talk about recursive formula before we finish this unit. So recursive formula tells you how to find the nth term of a sequence by performing operations to the previous term. We've already been doing this with arithmetic sequence and geometric. Just like this, the common difference is plus 10. So you're adding 10 to the previous term. So we are just going to write this as a recursive formula. And so let's identify what the parts of this formula are. So let's add text right here. A1 would be your first term. And then AN is the term you're trying to find. AN minus 1. What do you think AN minus 1 means? If we're trying to find AN, what is AN minus 1? What does N minus 1 mean? So let's say this is 22nd, A22. Then what would this be? A22 minus 1, which would be A21. So what is this identifying as? Let's reread the definition. A recursive formula tells you to find the nth term of a sequence by performing operations to the previous term. So we're trying to find AN, and we're finding AN by doing 2 times AN minus 1. Still know what AN minus 1 could mean? We're using something from the definition.
You're performing operations to the previous time.
Yeah. So AN minus 1 is the term before the nth term, which really is previous term. And then N is greater than or equal to 2. So that just means that find all, well, N is 2 or more. I guess that's what that's looking for. So for a recursive formula, the initial term is always given, or the first term is always given. So let's look at this geometric, I think it's some kind of geometric sequence, some kind of sequence. We're not going to say whether it's geometric or arithmetic. So it says 2 times the previous plus 1. So let's find what our terms would be, our sequence. It tells us what our first term is. So our first term is 5. So put 5 down. Then our next term is 2 times the previous plus 1. So in order to find the next term, we're going to do 2 times 5 plus 1. It would be 11. 2 times 5 plus 1 is 11. Then to find the next term, you're going to multiply the previous, which is 11, times 2 and add 1. What would that be? 2 times 11 is 22, plus 1 is 23. Okay, and then the next one, we have 2 times the previous plus 1.
Recording.
Mm-hmm. So what's 2 times 23 plus 1? Huh?
47.
47.
I was gonna interrupt.
And then dot, dot, dot. It is kind of confusing, but you just have to think about AN as being, I want to find my next term. In order to find my next term, I have to do, this is my previous, AN minus 1, because N minus 1 is the one right before N.
Wait, so you would just take, so this would be 5.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So like the first part doesn't really matter?
So
All you need
for
to
A2, you would do 2 times A1 plus 1. Do you need me to move it up some?
Thank you, Katie.
Okay, thanks. So 2 times A1. Well, what is A1? A1 is 5, so we do 2 times 5 plus 1. And so that's how we got 11. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 1 more is 11.
Can you zoom in?
Yes, let me zoom in. Is
So
that better?
then if you did, then
So then the next one, let's talk about the next one. Let me get a different text box. So what are we finding now? We're finding which term? This is the first, second, so we're finding the third term. So A3 equals 2 times the one right before it, so that'd be A2, plus 1. Let me make this bigger. So A3 is 2 times the A2. This is the second term, 11. So times 11 plus 1. So A2 is like your identifier, what term you're talking about. A1 is the identifier for the first term. A2 is the identifier for the second term. A3 is the third term. A4 is the fourth term.
wait, but if like A3 is right here and we're looking for like a 3, now why are we using 23 instead of 11? Yeah.
We don't know this yet. We're trying to find the third term.
Because you would get 11 from the first one.
From the first.
So you would move it to the next one. Oh.
So you're using your previous term. I'm trying to find my third term here. I'm using my previous term and performing the operations to that to
So
get my
A-
next term.
A4 would be 23.
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah.
the middle. 'Cause that's what you-
Right, yeah, because that's what you would plug in.
Yeah.
Yes. So then this is, you get 23 from that one. So then we would do, okay, we want to find the fourth term. So we're going to say A4 equals, what operations are we going to do? 2 times
Times A3.
A3 plus 1.
So like
So we're going to use A3. What's A3? 23. So it'd be 2 times 23 plus 1.
and then if you wanted like A5, you would just plug in 47.
Right, exactly. Yeah. A4 is 46 plus 1, 47. The only thing wrong with the recursive formula is I can't say, what is A22? Because I have to know what A21 is in order to find A22.
So you have to go all the way.
So I'd have to continue to go all the way, yeah.
You're not gonna make this together.
No, I'm not. But that's why we learned the other formula. So this is the formula to just follow it along the sequence and to know what operation happened from one term to the next term to the next.
So how do you know when to use this one instead of like the other one?
If you see a(n minus 1, you'll know that you're finding the recursive formula. If you see, let's see, what's the other one that we did? What is it? Yeah, n minus 1. It's not a subscript n minus 1. It's just n minus 1. So you're not having to know what the previous term was. You just have to know the common difference in the first term. So let's look at this one on the next slide. Find the first 5 terms of the sequence. So it says A1 equals 6, AN equals 2 times AN minus 1. So what is A1? 6. So we can go ahead and just put that in. Make this bigger. And that was given to us. Now A2 is going to be found by doing 2 times AN minus 1. So 2 times A1. All we're doing is multiplying the previous times 2. So I would do 2 times A1, which was 6. Doing the wrong thing. And then what does that equal? 12.
But what about like? I thought we had to add one to it.
Oh no, this one's not. See, look at this one. Just 2.
Oh, they're different.
Yeah, they're different. Yep.
It says n minus 1 though.
N minus 1 is talking about your term. Anytime you have A with a subscript, like this one, this is a subscript. That's talking about the previous, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to push enter and do the next one. So then how do I find A3?
You would do 2 times 12.
2 times A2, yeah, which is 2 times 12.
If you use control comma, you can make it a subscript.
How?
You highlight it and then control comma. Oh, that's weird.
Control, comma.
Whoa.
Or maybe just.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That one didn't do it. Hang on.
Control.
Yeah.
Yes. You just saved my life. Thank you.
You should give it some bonus points.
Yeah, I should give you bonus points. 5 bonus points. All right, so then the next one's 24. So I'm going to go back and fix this because I think that's amazing. And the other kind of confuses me.
It looks like cleaner. Like.
Yes. Yes. yes,
I
yes.
think you just saved all of our lives.
How'd you figure this out?
I'm not about it. I was just too scared to say anything.
Oh, don't be scared.
How do you get it to go back to normal?
Backspace. Do it again? Oh, yeah, yeah. Look at that, y'all. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right. Sorry. Distractions. That's
makes a lot more sense.
awesome. Yes, it does.
That
Makes
was
so much more sense now. That's very cool. Thank you, Natalia.
Yes, thank you.
That is really cool.
How did you just figure that out, Natalia? Were you just like messing around? So do you like?
Yes.
If you press control 3, it's gone.
What? Oh my gosh. Control what?
Period.
Okay.
Control period?
So control period.
It does.
That's cool. All right. We're learning all these tricks.
And you're still recording, aren't
Yes, I'm still recording. Hey, Sadie and Ellie. That's funny. All right. So now let's go back over here.
Okay, hang on. 1, 2.
That's awesome.
That's really cool. What is control slash do?
And we're just gonna like start putting control over.
Yes.
It has a keyboard shortcut.
Okay.
Okay,
Whoa.
it shows you all the other like.
Oh, it
Okay.
does.
How do you see that?
Control slash.
Control slash.
Dude, that is so cool.
That is cool.
It
Hello.
teaches you how to do everything.
All right. Let's look at to find A4. We are going to do 2 times A3.
So you have to do like you have to type the number and then you can do it, right? Or can you like?
Yeah, you have to type the number in.
Oh, okay.
You do the same thing.
But now it
Go
won't
back.
get out of it.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I was wondering about that
You do
too.
the same thing.
Oh, because you do the same thing. You do control, comma again. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So we do 2 times 24, which is
48.
48.
Wow, I learned so much.
Me too.
The people online are probably thinking we're recording.
No, they're probably thinking that they didn't know this either, and Natalia saved them too. So if Natalia saved your life right now, you need to send her an email. So
We're gonna have like 20.
A4 equals, so you do 2 times A4, which is 2 times 48, which equals 96.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Are we gonna go all the way? Like all the
So that's all we have right now. 2, 12, 24, 48, 96.
There's numbers
So the common ratio here. So what kind of formula is this, or a sequence?
there. Your mouse just got
isn't it
Whoa.
recursive?
No, what kind of sequence?
Oh my god.
So remember our sequences?
Oh, it's geometric.
It's geometric. Yep. What's the common ratio?
2.
2. Yeah. Good.
It is? Oh, it is.
Yeah, because it's just being multiplied by 2.
Wait, how did you know that?
being
Oh,
multiplied
it's
by two
always
every
multiplied by two.
Yeah, because 6 times 2 is 12, 12 times 2 is 24, 24 times 2, so on. All right, go ahead and do the next one.
You said do the next one?
Yeah.
Can you like help us start out?
Yes. So what can I fill in first? What do I know?
The first term is 7.
Yes.
Your first one is 7. You got to go.
Okay.
And
And then,
you just do the same thing you did last time, right?
right, what are we doing?
3.
3 times,
7.
and let's write down what we're multiplying by before we actually write the number.
Subscript 1. Right, first time.
Yes.
And then you're multiplying by 7. Or like, no, by 2 by 7.
No.
Wait, what?
3 by 7?
You're doing,
Wait, minus 5.
yeah, 3 times the previous minus 5.
What? Okay, I missed this all. Wait,
It's not working.
I thought you always did it by 2.
No, look at the formula. This is a different recursive formula.
This is no.
And then minus 5. So would you do 7 minus 5?
So no, you do your multiplication first. So 3 times 7 minus 5. So 3 times 7, 21 minus 5 is 16.
You should like post this for
Yeah.
You could be like a TikTok math teacher. Like
I think you should do that, Mr. Thomas.
I think I should do a
really think that you-
TikTok where I teach everyone Natalia's trick.
yeah, I think you should.
Yeah.
Yes. Like make up like a bunch of
I'll go
tricks.
follow you and you'll get a lot of TikTok. You'll get TikTok famous.
Yes. All right, let's do the next one.
But you
So-
gotta get 790 down.
We do 3a subscript 2 minus 5. So this time we're multiplying 3 times what? 16 minus 5. And what does that give us?
That gives you 43.
Did you find out something else new?
Thank you.
Yes, because that'd be 48 minus 5, 43.
I figured out to make my computer explode.
Okay, this like makes sense.
Okay, then the next one, 3 times A3, because we're finding A4, so we use A3.
Um, 124.
I don't know, y'all check it.
Always fun.
I haven't done it.
Yeah, you're right. It's 124.
Yep. Okay, and our last one that we're going to find, which is the 5th one, it's found by doing 3 times A4 minus 5 equals 3 times 124 minus 5.
That's not right.
3 what?
What day? 363.
Yeah, 367.
Okay, do not press Control N. I accidentally deleted everything I had on here.
Can you undo?
Yes.
Okay.
I wanna do that. I wanna do this to see what happens.
When I click Control N,
Let me go to one I don't care about.
All right.
It's really weird.
Oh my gosh, Carter, what happened?
We're good. Good. Wait, how do you do that?
All right, we're going to delete slide 45. I think we're good.
That actually works.
And then end of unit reflection needs to be completed. And then you're going to work on your test review. Test will be
Is
tomorrow.
the test review all due tomorrow?
Yes.
Then when is this?
Happening in class.